So what does it mean to have your email compromised? People might say spam does it mean that I'm compromised if I'm getting spam email? I have a virus because I've gotten some junk mail. That's not really what we're talking about. When we talk about your email being compromised, it's usually meaning that your password has been leaked somehow. Well, what does that mean? Who cares? They got into my email. I don't want them reading my email, but beyond that, is it that big of a deal? They're going to get into the mailbox, and now they're going to do surveillance. Let's say their goal is to intercept payments to your vendors. So they're going to look for those receipts and those invoices that come in from your vendors. They're going to set up a rule in your mailbox that says, hey, any messages that come in with this subject, forward it out to my Gmail address, and then delete them from the inbox. And they're saying, hey, we changed banks, so instead of wiring your payment over here, we're going to go to this other bank over here. The first time you realize something is wrong may be when you've got a zero balance in your bank because vendor payments aren't hitting it. You call your customer and they say, hey, we paid it. Here's the invoice, here's the receipt. And there's been a whole back-channel communication happening with the hackers that you didn't even know about. So that's the type of thing when we say your email is compromised that we're trying to avoid. Two-factor authentication is probably the single best way to nip that sort of thing in the bud, because even if they have your password, without that second factor, without the ability to hit the button on the cell phone or type in the code, the hacker's not going to be able to get into that account.